Hi guys. Dr. Wendy Dearborne is in the house, and welcome to the first show of 2023. That's right, guys, 2023. And if I haven't said it already, Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to you. Actually, we're 7 days in. 7 days in. So I hope that 2022 was a good year for you. And if it wasn't, we're going to make it count this year. And what do I mean by that? We're going to use every experience that we had and have had to actually manifest the things that we want. So guys, today's show is actually called Getting Clarity on What You Want. So welcome to the first episode of You and the Laws of Attraction. My name is Dr. Wendy Dearborne, and I'm going to be your host for the next 45 minutes or so. Maybe longer, maybe not. But for the next 45 minutes or so, I'm going to be your host. So once again, welcome to the show. It's called You and the Laws of Attraction. I am a choice and laws of attraction expert. And what does that mean? It means that choice, I help you find clarity within you around the choices that you want to make for your life. And then I support you in utilizing this plethora of universal tools that we got out there called the universal laws of attraction. Choice is the first law in the laws of attraction. Nothing actually happens without you first making a choice. So always bear that in mind. And choice can be made consciously or unconsciously. In the same way you can make a choice that is made willingly or unwillingly. Choice is you. When you look in the mirror, guys, everything that you see... Sorry, I'm going to move my microphone. When you look in the mirror, guys, everything that you see is a result of the choices that you have made. Once again, willingly or unwillingly, they are choices that you have made. So anyway, as we journey, and we are taking a journey together, you're going to hear a few things. One of the things that you will hear is this. When you hear the bell, please know or note that it's something that I actually feel is really pertinent, something that I'm saying that is a nugget, something that I'm saying that can really assist and support you. So that being said, let's get into the show. Okay, clarity. 2023 is a year that is filled with amazing possibilities. And I really mean that. Amazing possibilities, amazing opportunities, manifestations, blessings, and all these things are actually waiting for you. They're waiting for you to name and claim through the power of your belief and knowing that they're yours. Those two, I'm going to use the word symbiotic, I think, here in this particular show, but those two are very important, knowing and believing that they are yours. Now, if it's one thing that the 2020 and 2020 to 2023 to the present has taught us, especially in this post-COVID era, is that we have an inner strength to overcome. And we truly do. We have an inner strength to overcome. It has also taught many people what they want and what they don't want. And the name of the game is how to proceed to get it. So guys, now is the time. And now, in big capital letters, N-O-W, now is the appointed time to figure out what you want. And together, using spiritual laws, using the power to find your clarity, using God's laws, natural laws, nature's laws, we're going to set into motion the manifestations that you say you desire, the things that you want to happen. Okay, guys, so let's get clear on what you want for your life in 2023, so you can actually make a choice, and you can really make a choice as to what it is. It's important to recognize that choice making and clarity can form an amazing, here goes that word, symbiotic relationship. And basically, it's just, they strengthen each other. They strengthen each other, and they truly support each other in manifesting what it is that you want for your life. But the irony here is that they are not dependent on each other. You can make a choice without clarity, and you can have clarity without making a choice. And many people go through life making choices without clarity. And many people go through life having clarity without making a choice. And one of these is, clarity. You know that you should not be in the relationship that you are in, or the job that you are in, or doing things that you are doing. You know you shouldn't be doing it, but you don't make a choice not to. You don't make that choice that is set with intention for your highest good not to. And vice versa, you can make a choice without clarity. We do that all the time. We make many, many choices that are subconscious. That's how many of us live our lives, subconsciously. So that being said, typically, focusing on what you want is something that, typically, focusing on what you don't want, that's where I'm going with this, on what you don't want, isn't something that I generally advise people to do. Because that's the road that takes you down into your own personal abyss. It takes you down into that place of misery, that place of nowhere, that black hole of nowhere. And it really can be a hellish road to nowhere. Now, is it all bad? No, it's not. No, it's not. But when you're actually talking about what you don't want, usually in your life, it's something that's creating misery for you somewhere along the line. And as I said, it's not somewhere where I go. It's not somewhere where I take my clients. It's not somewhere where I take myself. However, sometimes looking at what you don't want will provide you with the clarity for what you do. Okay? So let's look at an example here. And I think it's important to look at this example. All right. You don't want to rent a home anymore. Okay? You don't want to rent a home anymore. I don't want this. This is not what I want in regard to my living arrangement, my living accommodation, my abode, my address. I don't want this. And so you know what you don't want. So you flip the script on that statement and you get what you do want. And it starts out with, I want my own home. And from there, it's a process of elimination. And then you can hone in and define what you want your home to look like, what you want your home to feel like, what you want your home to be, where you want it to be. Because you've established with clarity that you no longer want to live in an apartment, in a rented apartment, and that you want your own home. And then you get to say what that looks like. Is it a townhouse? Is it a single family home? Is it a 2-story? Do you want a basement? What do you want? What does it look like? What does it look like? It's really important when you are using what you don't want to focus on or to find clarity in what you do, is there's a couple of points that I want to make here. And the first is this, guy. The first is this, guys. Okay? All right? That you actually approach this process with total honesty. It needs total honesty. It can't be what you think you want, what you've been told, or I don't know. It can't be wishy-washy. You have to approach it with total honesty. So it's got to come from deep within. And the second is to realize that what you want, or your wants, your desires, and the subsequent choices that you make won't always leave you with the warm and fuzzies. Yeah? Like leaving the rented accommodation might feel really uncomfortable. Leaving a relationship might feel really uncomfortable. It won't leave you with the warm and fuzzies, and I won't say all the time, but some of the time it can make you really unpopular. You know, leaving your job to start your own business, not the warm and fuzzies, and can make it really difficult within your home life, if and when you choose to. But the brutal, raw, and uncompromising truth is simply this. Guys, for you to prosper in your life, for you to thrive in your life, for you to do what you have come here to do, for you to live a purpose-filled and a purposeful life, and manifest the desires of your heart, and then to receive your chosen blessings, you truly may have to let go of people, places, and things. And that's the reality. You may have to let go of people who no longer serve you, people who you no longer serve. And that the purpose for them in your life and you in their life is no longer functional. In actual fact, it creates malfunctions. And in finding clarity and then making choices on what you have found, for many people, this can be a major challenge. Because the reality is, this could be up close and personal. This could be your spouse, your loved ones, family members. It could be friends, colleagues, acquaintances. And as I said earlier, making a choice or finding the clarity to make the choice could mean letting go of your job or your chosen career, and a career that you've studied long and hard for. A career that you've studied long and hard for. At the end of the day, you know what you want. At the end of the day, you know what you want. And once that's clear, you then need to commit to getting it. And you kind of do this by using your imagination or putting your imagination to work. And for me, one of the things that I always suggest for people is simply this. And there goes that bell again. Is simply this, guys. You create, and I literally mean, you create the biggest, most lavished, I said lavish, the biggest, most lavished, moving visualization of what you want your life to be. Don't skimp on what you want to experience. Don't shortchange yourself because, you start this, what if, maybe I shouldn't, maybe it's too big, maybe it's too grandiose, who do I think I am? No. Don't do that. Don't shortchange what it is that you're wanting to manifest by adding stuff that you don't need to add, or by not imagining large or big enough. And I'm going to tell you something. People not imagining large or big enough, this is a huge problem. This is where most people fall short, because they do not feel that they are worthy. They do not feel that they are worthy and entitled. They don't feel that. And so they shortchange themselves by diminishing what they want, because they have a preconceived idea of what and who they should be, and what and who or how they should show up. So what I'm telling you guys is to imagine big. Create the biggest, most lavished, moving visualization. And what I mean by moving visualization, you need to be a part of it. What you're visualizing, it can't be you like just observing a picture. You need to be in that picture. If you are in, say, a river on a yacht, or a river on a yacht, like a yacht's on a river. Okay, if you are in a house, I'll go to the house, right? If you are in a house, you literally need to touch the walls. I need to know what the walls feel like to you. You know, have you got that kind of orange peel texture on your wall, or is it smooth? Are the corners of your home rounded? Can you feel them? Are they rounded, or are they at a right angle? Are they sharp at a right angle? Are your door handles smooth or not? Is it warm inside your home? What does it smell like? So guys, this is what I mean by a moving visualization. You're not looking at a painting. You're looking at, truthfully, an extension of you. Now, as I was just saying, and I think here I need to ring the bell as well. Lots of bells today. Lots of bells. Ding dong bell. Right. As I was saying, in order for you to use your imagination to create the biggest, most lavish visualization of your life and for your life, what you do is you use your five senses. You use your five senses. You use your sense of being able to see, being able to feel, which is touch, being able to hear, being able to smell, and being able to taste. And when you actually use your senses, you're able to create something that is memorable and something that is real. Something that is real. And I always use the house because for me it is the easiest for people to relate to. Because no matter where they are in life, somebody's always living somewhere. And it doesn't necessitate that you're living inside four walls, but somebody is always living somewhere. And so using your five senses, what does it feel like to own your own home? And you might say, well, Dr. D, I don't own my own home. I appreciate that. However, let's step inside your imagination. What does it feel like to own your own home? What does your home look like? Once again, as I said earlier, is it a townhome? Is it connected? Is it on a quad where there are 4 units attached to each other? Is it freestanding? Is it a single family home? Does it sit on acreage, or can you reach out and touch your neighbor's home? Is it a tract home? Is it custom built? Custom built to your specifications? Does it have upstairs, downstairs? Is it a single story? Is it ranch style? What does your home look like? And then I want you to go through each room using your imagination as you create them. What do you want your kitchen to look like? What do you want your dining room to look like? What do you want your great room or your front room or whatever, your through lounge or your den? What do you want this to look like? What do you want in there? In your kitchen, all stainless steel appliances. In your den, an 85-inch TV. And plush chairs that you sit in it and it sinks it. It wraps it, you sink in it and it wraps itself around you. What is it that you are wanting for each room? Use the ability to visualize and to see your house as a living, breathing mural in your mind's eye. Guys, what does your home smell like? And smell is a primordial function that we have. What does your home smell like? And what does your home sound like? You know, I say, what does your home smell like? What's it smell like? Baking bread, apple pie, a favorite food that your mum would cook that reminds you of home. What does your house smell like? And what does it sound like? Is it quiet? Is it peaceful? Can you hear children laughing outside? Are you playing music? What does it sound like? And then when you think of your home, what does it taste like? What does it taste like? Chocolate chip cookies, ice cream. You know, what does it taste like? And it can be anything. It can be anything. And guys, doing all of this, let me just say this before I continue on. And this actually is really, really important. Okay? And you don't have to tell, and I'm going to make a suggestion that you do not tell anybody what it is that you're doing. Don't tell, guys. This is all about you. This is all about you. You don't have to tell anybody what you're doing. And to be honest with you, I'm going to say that you invoke the universal law of secrecy and silence here. This is about you. Once you have it entrenched, or once you have that seed planted and it's no longer in its germination stage, but it has grown and is growing into a plant, it's coming into fruition, then you can tell all and sundry, if you so desire. But up until that point, while you're formulating this, I'm going to say don't tell anybody. It's nobody's business but yours. And I say this because people, God love them, they may look at you and think, oh, you'll never be able to do it. You know, oh, you'll never be able to start a business. You don't have what it takes. Now, they might not say that to you in your face, but that's the energy that they're putting out. So you don't want to have to be fighting against that. You don't want to be trying to swim upstream to get what it is that you want. Okay? So once you've decided on what you want, and I'm using a house, just let me say this could be your job, this could be a relationship, this could be your health, this can be anything that you are wanting to manifest. I just use the home because it's an easy illustration. So once you've done all of this, guys, then what do? Yes, you've got it in your mind, but you can reinforce this by writing it down. You can either write it down, or you can gather pictures that illustrate it, or you could do your own pictorial version of what it is that you are seeing, because this is about you. Even if you can't draw, even if you're not good as you might perceive it as drawing, you can make shapes and do whatever it is so you know what it is. But whichever you choose, whether you choose to do a vision board or a vision book or a vision folder, whatever it is that you choose to do, make sure you understand that it will help you to solidify your visualization within your mind. It will also allow you to hone it, where you may add things or subtract things. One of the biggest things that writing, drawing, or doing gathering pictures, a collage is where I was going with that, with the pictures, or doing a pictorial version of what it is that you want to see, even if it's you want to have optimal health. It supports you in believing that the intangible can become tangible. It supports you in believing that the unseen thing can become seen. It supports you in believing that you can lose weight. It supports you in believing that you can be healthy. It supports you in believing that you can be financially secure. It supports you in believing you can have the relationship that you want. It supports you in believing that you can get away from or move away from things that you don't want. Once again, by doing this, it supports you in believing that the intangible can become tangible because your five senses, not mine, not anybody else's, but your five senses have shown you that it's possible. And once again, don't just see yourself thriving. Feel yourself thriving. See your home. Be the home. Be inside the home. What does it smell like? What does it taste like? Be one with what it is that you are wanting. And then affirm it. And then affirm it. I'm actually thinking I need a bell here. And then affirm it, guys. And what do I mean by that? Use the writing down of it. Use the pictorial images. Use the collage and affirm it. Use your words. Use your words. Use your words to claim it. This house that I have created is mine. I give thanks and I am grateful that this house or better is mine. Use your words to affirm it and give thanks. Give thanks. In your own words, state with clarity and conviction and courage and passion what you believe that you want. State it. In fact, what you demand the Creator to create for you, state it. State it. Name it and claim it. Following, let me just say this. When using the universal laws of attraction, it's really important to understand that, I think maybe I need another bell. What do you think? In using the laws of attraction, it's really important to understand that there are prerequisite actions and deeds that are needed to support this manifestation. So what does that mean? You continue with your moving visualization, and guys, once again, it needs to be moving. Otherwise it's static. And it's not real to you. You need to be one with it. And then you need to give and continue to give thanks as you continue to move within your visualization, your moving visualization, you give thanks for receiving that exact visualization. Part of the prerequisite is that you make a choice to believe that the unseen or your unseen desire can become seen. And you do that through using your thought process. The thought process of, this is my house. Guys, I'm going to tell you something. If you do the visualization work, the imagination work, and the moving visualization work, it will become so real to you that sometimes you wake up and you're like, why aren't I in my house? Or, why am I still working here? What happened? It will be like you're in the twilight zone. It's also important not to focus on your perceived impossibilities of how, or your perceived impossibilities of how what you want is going to manifest. Okay? Don't go there. Don't go down that road. The dynamics, the logistics, the schematics of how the manifestation or the blessing is going to come about or come into being or become tangible is not your job. I repeat, that is not your job. That is the job of the Creator. That is the job of God. And most of us, and I'm going to say a large majority of people, fail. When they get to this point, they can do the moving visualization. They can do the imagination work. They can give thanks. They can believe that the unseen can become seen. They do all the prerequisites. And guys, there's a few of them. What I've just named here, that's just the tip of the iceberg. It takes work. But where most people fall down is that they do not stay in their lane. They do not stay in their lane. Yeah? They become worried about how am I going to make this work? That is not your job. You cannot do it. The dynamics, the logistics, and the schematics of how is not your job. Your job, and the only job you have is to stay in your lane and focus on the beautiful, moving visualization you created with your imagination and to give thanks for it. And to do little things. If it's a house, you buy something for the home. If it's a relationship, you buy something that you want to give somebody in the relationship. If it's a job, you purchase something and it doesn't have to be big. You purchase a little something and you name it and claim it for the job. It could be a paperweight. It could be a pencil sharpener. Something small. A deed and an action. But guys, as we go through this year, we're gonna work through this. Because you're going to have a blueprint that you'll be able to use and you'll be able to hand down, you'll be able to share with your loved ones, your kids, your grandkids, your friends, your girlfriends, your friends, everybody, your work colleagues. So we're going to get to it. And that's my goal this year. Is to support you in prospering in the way that you want to do. And finally, because I'm going to bring this to a close now, finally, be sure that you are out of contention with yourself and others. And I say out of contention because it's really important, guys, that you daily and intentionally practice the art of forgiveness. Now, in addition to everything that I said, about not staying in your lane, recognizing that the universal creator known to me as God, or whomever your chosen deity is the one that actually brings forth that which you say that you want. Why everybody doesn't get what they want is because they are in contention with themselves and others. The daily practice of forgiveness and the art of forgiveness is something that must be implemented. And in order to be able to forgive anybody, you need to be able to forgive yourself first. Guys, forgiveness, I didn't even ring a bell on that, did I? I am so sorry. Guys, forgiveness is paramount. Okay? Forgiveness is paramount. It is you know if you have a plug and you want either to stop water from coming in or allow water to go out, it's a plug, and it will stop your blessings and your desired manifestations from coming in. It's a plug. It will stop. It will stop you from being able to grow and thrive, or actually be able to prosper. Forgiveness is key. And the art of forgiveness is an intentional daily focus and practice that actually creates a platform for you to build upon. See, you can get your foundation. You got the horizontal, but you need the vertical. It's one thing you have the foundation, but in order to be able to manifest that which you say that you want, don't allow past experiences with people, places, and things to block your blessings. So we've got a lot to do this year, guys. We have a lot to do. And in this process, as I said, I'm going to be with you every step of the way. I'm going to share every bit of knowledge that I have about the universal laws of attraction, about the power of choice, about your imagination, and about visualizing how to weave what you've imagined into a moving visualization. How to do, importantly, the prerequisite actions and deeds that are required. And for forgiveness, well, I have the 21-day forgiveness program, and you can actually find that at my website, thelawsofattractioninaction.com. Or, I always have to write this out, lawsofattractioninaction.com. So you can also find it at LOAIA.com. Once again, LOAIA.com. And you'll go there and you'll be able to find it. The 21-day forgiveness program. It comes with instructions, simple breathing techniques. It comes with a PDF that actually walks you through a process of how to do this. And you develop your own process, guys. You know, this is just a process that you can use. It also gives you an affirmation to affirm forgiveness. And once again, you can do your own, and you definitely can do your own, but it's really important to ensure, and I say do your own, you can create your own affirmation, but it's really important to create an affirmation that's created in the present tense. I am, I have. All right. But all of that's actually on the downloadable PDF. You can also get the PDF from the Facebook group, The Laws of Attraction. You can also get the Facebook group. But that being said, guys, I would like to thank you. Happy New Year. 2023 is going to be a year where we all prosper, where we all thrive. 2023 is your year. 2023 is an awesome year. It's also a fairly spiritual year, if I haven't missed my guess. It's 4 and 7. Yeah, it's also a very spiritual year. It's about spiritual growth. It's about spiritual growth. It's about expression, but it is also about attention to detail and doing work. You have to do the work. But in order to do the work effectively, you need to know what it is that you are doing. So guys, in our next episode, we are going to be addressing, I think, forgiveness. I think that's where we're going to go. We're going to address forgiveness and its importance, as it is something that is definitely foundational. Yeah, we're going to go there. Yeah. So I'm Dr. Wendy Dearborne. You have been listening to an episode of You and the Laws of Attraction. Guys, I hope you have an amazing week, or couple of weeks, or until the next time we get together. Once again, I'm Dr. Wendy Dearborne. Thank you so much for listening, guys. I've got much love for you. Blessings, blessings, blessings. Until next time, guys. Peace.